Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to send WhatsApp promotions for abandoned WooCommerce carts. So let's suppose I'm running a business and I have a store on WooCommerce. I want that whenever there's a customer who has kept their products in my cart itself, the cart is abandoned, I should send them the WhatsApp message which has all my promotions of the products. Now doing this manually will consume a lot of my time, so I've completely automated this process, and to do this automation I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which requires no coding or programming skills. Here I just need to build connection between this WooCommerce and WhatsApp Cloud API. With the help of Pabbly Connect, I am going to build this connection in such a way that whenever there is a new cart abandoned in my WooCommerce store, automatically I am going to send them the message of promotions using WhatsApp Cloud API. Now if you want to learn the step-by-step process, then let me take you all to my screen. So here in this video, we are going to see how we can send WhatsApp promotions for abandoned WooCommerce carts, and for this I am going to create an automation workflow where I am going to build connection between WooCommerce and WhatsApp Cloud API. So here this is the landing page of Pabbly, and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com in your browser. Now before we sign into our Pabbly account, let me quickly take you towards Pabbly community. So you can join this Pabbly community to connect with business owners, experts and the Pabbly support team. You can share tips, ask questions and get quick solutions to your automation challenges. You can stay updated on latest features and collaborate with thousands of users who help and support each other every day. Now, if you want to learn how you can join this community, then please check out the link given in the description. Let's move back towards Pabbly. After browsing this website, we need to sign in to our Pabbly account. On the top right corner, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on the sign in, and if you are a new user, click on the sign up for free, and this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. As I'm an existing user, I'll go with the sign in. And here all Pabbly apps page has appeared, which is showing me all the Pabbly applications. I'm going to click on this Pabbly Connect Access Now. And here it has taken me towards this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders which I've created over here. Now if you want to create a new folder, simply click on this plus icon, and from here you can create a new folder. For now, I want to create a new workflow, for which I need to click on this create workflow, and here I need to select my workflow builder. We have this new beta, which is modern, faster and more flexible one, and then we have this classic, which is a stable and a familiar approach. I'm going to select this new beta, and then I'm going to name this workflow as send WhatsApp promotions for abandoned WooCommerce carts, and now I'm going to select my folder. So these are the folders which have been created, and here I'm going to select it as WhatsApp automations and then click on create. So here workflow created successfully. As soon as I click on create, this box has appeared in front of me, which is asking me to add the trigger. So trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger step in a workflow, but as many as action steps as you want. Now here in this workflow, I want to send the WhatsApp promotions for abandoned WooCommerce carts, which means whenever there will be cart abandoned in my WooCommerce store, I am going to send the promotion WhatsApp message, which means whenever there will be cart abandoned, this complete workflow here will get triggered, because trigger basically activates or triggers any workflow. So here in my trigger application, I will be taking WooCommerce, and in my action application, I will be taking WhatsApp Cloud API, with the help of which I will be sending the promotion messages. So here in my trigger application, let me quickly take WooCommerce, and in my trigger event, I am going to take this new cart abandonment and then click on connect. Now over here, I need to make connection between Pabbly Connect and WooCommerce, for which a webhook URL is provided to me, and this webhook URL is going to act as a bridge to connect my WooCommerce with Pabbly Connect. So reading this help desk, I'm going to follow the help desk given below, and I'm going to build this connection. So I'm going to open my WordPress account. This is the app dashboard of WordPress. On the left hand side, where I can see all these options, and as WooCommerce is a plugin of WordPress, I have installed that from here. I'm going to to open the WooCommerce. On the left hand side I can see this WooCommerce and I have this option of cart abandonment. Now here it is written that I have to go first install this WooCommerce abandoned cart recovery. So if I click on this hyperlink, I will be redirected to this page and I have to download this and activate this. Now if I go back towards my WooCommerce store, on the left hand side I have this WooCommerce, and then what I have simply done, I have downloaded this and activated this, and then it starts appearing over here, and from here I'm going to click on this cart abandoned now. Now over here I have to go towards the settings, and it is written that from settings I have to enable the tracking checkbox. So I'm going to scroll down, and here I have already enabled this enable tracking, you can see. So I have already enabled this, and if I scroll further I can see this option of webhook URL. So I'm going to remove this previously existing webhook URL, go back towards my workflow. I'm going to copy this webhook URL and simply paste this webhook URL over here, and then have to save this, save changes, and you will see the webhook will be added successfully. I will scroll down again, and if I go back to my workflow, you can see this waiting for webhook response. Now if I go back to my workflow over here, I can see this waiting for webhook response, and now I have to do a test submission, which means I have to abandon a cart, and as soon as I receive the response, whenever the cart is abandoned, I should receive the response, and this is going to show us the connection setup which we have created with the help of this webhook URL that is working fine. So over here I was here on webhook URL. I'm going to click on this trigger sample, and you will see a test data will be sent, and if I receive a test data in my workflow, then this is going to show me the connection setup is working fine. I'm going to open my workflow, and you can see that 9 seconds ago I have received a trigger sample response. So here I have some test details sent by WooCommerce. I have this phone number, the order status is abandoned, we have the checkout URL, and then we have the cart total. Now here, as soon as we have sent the trigger sample, we have clicked on this trigger sample, we have received the response in our workflow, and this shows the connection setup which we have created with the help of webhook URL that is completely working fine. And to capture the real-time response, you simply have to click on this recapture webhook response. It will take a few more minutes to capture the real-time response, and that's why I'm working on this test response itself. But if you're going to capture the real-time response, please make sure to click on this recapture webhook response. So it will once again start to wait for the webhook response, and when you do the test submission, which means what you have to do, you have to simply open the product. I'll show you that once. You have to go towards the products and then click on this all products, and let's suppose you want to get this summer dress, so you have to view this product. I'm going to open this by clicking on view, and you will see this product has been opened. I'm going to click on this add to cart, and then I'm going to proceed to checkout. Now before making the payment, I simply have to stop here before this checkout, and this cart will be abandoned. So you have to follow the steps till here, and after few minutes, like 15-20 minutes, you will capture the response in your workflow. So here we are done with setting the first step, which is the trigger application in this workflow, and now we have to move towards the next step, which is whenever the cart is abandoned, we are going to send the WhatsApp message. So I'm going to click on this add new action step, and in my action application I'm going to search for WhatsApp Cloud API. In my action event, I will be selecting it as send template message and then click on connect. Now if you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection, and now to make this connection we have to enter these details. So over here I need to enter the token, phone number ID, and the WhatsApp business account ID, and to get this I'm going to open Meta for developers. So you can visit this simply by typing developers.facebook.com. After landing towards this page, you have to go towards the My Apps. I have created the application which I'm going to open, and from this application I will be able to get all the credentials. So under this app dashboard, you can see this WhatsApp. You have to open this API setup, and then this page will appear in front of me, the API setup page. Now I'm going to click on this generate access token, and I'm going to reconnect this with my Facebook to generate the access token, and the API token is provided to me. I'm going to copy the API token, phone number ID, and the WhatsApp business account ID and paste it to my workflow. Now after adding all these details, I'm simply going to click on the save, and here WhatsApp Cloud API is connected to Pabbly Connect. Now I'm going to enter the rest of the details here. So first I need to enter this phone number. Now I'm not going to enter any of these details manually. Instead I'm going to use a method called mapping, which means I'm going to enter the data from the previous response. I have received the response from this WooCommerce, and when I click on this field I can see this WooCommerce. When I click on this, I can see all the response which I have received from WooCommerce. I am going to map the phone number which I have received. Now over here mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in this field. Manually entering the data will make this field static and the information will not change even if you have received the new response. Over here if I manually enter any detail, this field will become static, and every time I receive a new response, the result will not change. So as to keep this field dynamic, we use this process mapping instead of manually entering the details. I've entered the phone number and I'm going to enter this template ID. So to get this, I'm going to go back towards the API setup page. From here, I will scroll down, and over here you can see the send message with the API, and a hyperlink is provided to me. Create your own template. I'm going to open this and it will take me towards this message templates page. To create a new template, you simply have to click on this create template, and then you have to choose the template. I'm going to select the template here, custom. I'm going to click on this next, and then I'm going to first name this template. So let's say the name is test. And then I'm going to select the language. We have to select the language. After this, we have to select the variable, whether it will be number or the name. I will be telling you later about this variable. If you want to include the header message, you can include that. If you just want to include the body, you can do that. If you want to include the footer, you can do that. From here, plus button, you can add the buttons. You can add the quick reply button, or you can add the call to action. So here I'm going to enter a message like, so I have entered hello, and then I have added a custom variable. So here in the variable I have selected number and I have added the number. If suppose I have selected name, in place of this number, I would have selected this name. Then the custom variable will be replaced with this alphabet. So I have selected number, I have entered number. I hope this is clear to you. And as soon as you add the custom variable, you have to add the value to that. Now here, custom variable is something which gets replaced whenever you get a new response. So this is how, with the help of this custom variable itself, we create custom templates, so that whenever you receive a new response like hello demo, hello new user, hello test user, this custom variable or this value is going to get replaced. You can add as many as custom variables to create a custom message with the name, phone number, email address, and their personal details of this user. So that's how we create this template. After adding all these details, you simply have to submit this for review. After just few seconds, your template will be reviewed, and then you can use this template to your workflow. Here I've already created a template which I'm going to show you. So here, this is the template which I have created by the name Promotion for WooCommerce. Hello demo, your cart is still waiting. When you complete your order today, you will also unlock exclusive early access to our next collection. This perk is only available for select customers like you. So here you can see that I have added two custom variables. One is for the checkout link and the other one is for the name. So two custom variables are added. Hurry, we'll be closing the VIP access window soon. So I will be selecting the same template. I will click on this template ID and select the template ID as promotion for WooCommerce. In the language code, I'm going to enter this as EN. The selected template name is promotion for WooCommerce. And then template has header, no. I'm going to toggle on this mapping button of this header type and remove this because the template does not have header, and then these fields are not required ones. So I'm going to skip this. The template has body, yes. And then over here you see that I have added a custom variable in my template and I'm going to add the value. So I'm going to add the value by mapping these values which I have received from WooCommerce. So first I'm going to enter the name. The first name was this, last name was this. I have mapped that, and then I'm going to map the checkout URL. So the checkout URL was this one. I have mapped that. Template has button, no. Button subtypes, no. Is button type, no. These fields again are not required one. I'm going to skip this. So before I save and send, you can see that I have added a dummy phone number. So as to get the response on my WhatsApp, I have to add my own number so that I can show you the WhatsApp message on the execution of this workflow. I have added my phone number. I'm simply going to click on save and send test request. Let's wait for the response. So here I have received the response. This response is a positive one. Now let me quickly open my WhatsApp and check whether I have received the message there or not. And here it is, I have received this message. You can see the name has been replaced here and also the checkout link. I am going to open this checkout link. I have received the test response from the WooCommerce and this was the link which it has sent, and this is the same exact WhatsApp message which we have created in our template. Now to summarize, we took WooCommerce as a trigger application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect. We abandoned a cart, we received the test response, and then as soon as the cart was abandoned, we wanted to send a template message with the help of WhatsApp Cloud API, in which we are going to send a custom message which includes the name of this user or the customer or the lead, and then I'm going to send the link of their cart. So I created a template, a dynamic template, and then I send the personalized WhatsApp message with the help of WhatsApp Cloud API. So this is how this automation workflow is going to run, and here we have successfully created automation between WooCommerce and WhatsApp Cloud API with the help of Pabbly Connect. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.